We are at speed, Captain. Welcome to WarCrafters for July 13th, 2025. It's Season 2, Episode 28. I am MayorWatt. I run ohmTown.com. The Sentient AI is not available today, and we're going to talk about Table Troopers, Suit for Hire, Most Wishlisted Game is Delayed, Primal Planet, and Under a Rock. Let's get into it. If you hear a grinding sound in the background, that's because I've got a 3D printer that is running like crazy right now because I'm building multi-board for building out a set, and we're going to be launching another show called Constructagon, which focuses on 3D printers and the space. So probably talk about 5 articles. Well, not probably. We're going to talk about 5 articles and then go from there. Not sure when that's actually going to launch anymore because I was hoping to have it done ready to go this Sunday, but my mayoral duties kept me from achieving that ambition. That's okay. We're still working on it. And by we, I mean me. Anyway, this is ohmTown as of July 13th, but this is a Time Machine episode. Here's WarCrafters and its newest logo. First article, Table Troopers. It's over at RealityHacker. Table Troopers, the tactical mixed reality multiplayer game inspired by Worms, launches in early access on Quest soon. I don't have a Quest. Article is over by it's over at Upload VR by Henry Stockdale. Table Troopers. Developed by Cosmorama Technologies. It's a 3-person team based in Hamburg. Table Troopers is one of 21 games being funded through Oculus Publishing's Ignition program, using a rotatable tabletop approach to deliver a new strategy game in mixed reality. There you go. I'm going to mute it, and I'm going to hit play on the video that's embedded over at Upload VR. Hey, this looks like fun. But mixed reality, unless I can play it with other people, mixed reality, I think, is kind of burdened by isolation, I guess you could say. Games like this really need multiple people, I think, playing. Mixed reality would be great for D&D type of environments. Because this isn't the most efficient. This isn't the minimum viable product for a game like this. I mean, it's basically, it looks more like Angry Birds. They're referring to it as, what now? Worms. But it's more like Angry Birds. You're blowing up buildings and whatever might be inside it. So it supports up to 3 different players across turn-based combat, also including a single-player mode against AI opponents. It says up to 3 different players across turn-based combat. So there's your multiplayer. But it says it's fully immersive VR support is also available, so you can go into VR space. But it is augmented, so it's going to be, or mixed reality, it's going to be in your 3-dimensional space. As for future development plans, Cosmorama states its plans are to introduce an expanded campaign with additional chapters, new weapons, tools are also promised alongside enhanced social features and community-driven content. Whatever that might mean. If you want today's show notes for WarCrafters, you can hit !WC and Omatron will spit the articles out into the chat. They're already embedded in the show notes over on, or the description over on YouTube. All of that will be embedded on the podcast as well. You'll be able to download those as soon as I can. Be sure to go over to wherever you catch pod and follow us. I would ask you to log into, or to leave a comment on Apple Podcasts. That would be great. But you can comment wherever you want and let me know. We publish that podcast pretty much everywhere. There's a bunch of them. There's ohmTown, which is our network for all 7 shows. But Non Sequitur News is the daily show. And then there is RealityHacker, Wanted, and the Continuity Report on Saturdays. And WarCrafters, TechnologyToday, and FourWheelTech on Sundays. So we're in the Time Machine today doing all 6 episodes. Let's keep going though. The next article is over in the mobile channel. Suit for Hire has been letting me live out my John Wick fantasies, and I'm shocked how fun it is. Before they say anything else, take 2 seconds and buy or wishlist Suit for Hire. They say, trust me when I say that it's some of the most fun arcade action you're going to have this year. A dash of Hotline Miami, a pinch of John Wick, a smattering of Max Payne, and a heaping spoonful of bloody violence. What is Suit for Hire all about? 2 different playable styles, tons of unique weapons, fun way to dispose of your enemies, all wrapped up in another indie banger that seemingly came out of nowhere. So 1.0 just dropped, I guess. Sean Sachaki over at Vice.com put the article together. It says they've been craving something like Suit for Hire since days of the Xbox 360. They're so glad that the game exists. Let's see. You know what? Let me check real quick. Hold on one second. Is it over here on Steam? Let's see. Suit for Hire. I don't remember. Is it in my wish list already? No, it's not even in my wish list. So it's a single player game. It's not AR, VR, MX, MR, whatever you want to call it. You'll step into the shoes of a highly skilled assassin taking on dangerous contracts in a variety of stunning locations. With a limited supply of ammo and resources, you'll need to outsmart and outmaneuver your enemies to survive. Oh, it's very John Wick in style. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Although it looks like you can zoom in pretty close. Swappable perspectives, tight gun plan, slick executions, ultra violent poetry in motion, they say. There are proper unlockables rather than putting new suits behind an MTX infused paywall. Most importantly, it's just pure fun in the most adrenaline-fueled way possible. From the moment they enter the room, it's game time. There are a bevy of options to make it accessible for players of all skill levels, so everybody can feel like John Wick Jr. All right. They actually have a video, but let me play it. Might as well. It's muted. It's over on TikTok. Tickety TikTok. It's not playing. Oh, well. We'll just move on. It says it doesn't matter if they were playing with a keyboard or mouse or with a controller. Suit for Hire controls like a straight up dream. It's a bit of a deep cut, but remember, Stranglehold on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 feels like the perfect spiritual successor, blending the brutal, high-flying gunplay with slick hand-to-hand combat. So, yeah, they say that they're enamored by it. Not even exaggerating when they say that the Suit for Hire may be one of the best action games of this year. I might have to gift it to some people. Let's keep moving though. The next article is over in the continuity report. Steam's second most wish-listed game gets delayed out of 2025, but there is some history back there. The second most wish-listed game on Steam, Subnautica 2, has been delayed. Highly anticipated sequel to Subnautica. There is a bug in the studio. How the hell did that happen? Anyway, suffice to say that Subnautica is a well-loved game. The fans are clamoring for a sequel, so many that Subnautica 2 takes number 2 on Steam's most wish-listed, right? Well, Screen Rant put the article together. Lee D'Amato put the article together, actually, over at Screen Rant. And it says, originally due out in early access sometime this year, Subnautica is now slated for a 2026 release. No exact date. There's a hot mess here. It says nothing is changing in terms of the direction of the game or the team behind it, the statement asserts. We're confident in what we've created. We just wanted to give you a little bit more content for our early access release. But some are saying that this is because there was supposed to be a $250 million bonus if it would have hit certain milestones. There's more to it. So the exact reasons for the departure of CEO Ted Gill, along with studio co-founders Charlie Cleveland and Max McGuire, are unclear, but publisher Krafton's press release on the subject, which stresses the importance of delivering the right game at the right time, has led to some to speculate that there may have been a conflict around the game's development timeline. After this news went public, fans of Reddit called for a boycott of Subnautica 2. Since deleted post called for players to remove Subnautica 2 from their Steam wish lists, cease all pre-orders of the game, and avoid purchasing it at launch. I'm not sure why they can't. Why did they delete it? See, this is mod arbitrary whatever over on Reddit. So while it's unclear how many players took action on this boycott, it doesn't appear to have affected Subnautica 2's wish list ranking all that much. Yeah. new release is unclear as to the date. So there's litigation now that I think is coming into play here between the original founders, and there's this writer in their acquisition because they were acquired. The studio was acquired. Unknown Worlds, I guess. I think the publisher acquired it, Crafton. But anyway, bigger concern is that the creators of the series leaving the studio, but absent any official statement from them. That's not true. There's been quite a bit. This might be an older article, but there's been some discussion. So 4 days ago. Yeah, this actually happened 4 days ago. So between then and now, they're actually kind of tit for tatting an argument back and forth about where blame is. I suspect that 250, something like $250 million was supposed to be at play. I'll have to look back and see exactly. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, you're not getting Subnautica 2 in 2025. The next, unless they crack and they post it publicly. Anyway, that they're gonna release it. They pivot because they're like, okay, well, this is great hype. We're gonna release it in 2025 early access. All right, the next article is over in Primal Planet, or it should be in WarCrafters, but anyway, they've been playing it. Primal Planet lets you hug your dinosaur. Oh, and it's an excellent Metroidvania. The article is over at IGN.com. Jared Petty put the article together. Embrace your pixel art family. Its charm starts with hugs. They've been in love with superfluous embraces in games since Way Forward remake of A Boy and His Blob deployed a deeply rewarding hug button. With a tap, you could reach out as the boy and squeeze your best friend, the blob, to your heart's content. There is a storm rolling in on ohmTown right now. The sweetness of the animation and the sound design compelled them to hug their little extraterrestrial friend whenever he succeeded, and often to comfort him when he failed. Primal Planet operates in the same emotional playbook. It doesn't give you much manual control over displays of affection, but it works in plenty of the plenty of the settings. So it's deeply committed to integrating utterly unnecessary but deeply rewarding moments of humanity where your little pixel people feel truly human. Aw. Yes, you can hug the dinosaur. This looks like it might be fun. Primal Planet. Here, let's take a look over on Steam. Add it to the wish list if it's not already. Primal Planet. Oh, look at that. There's a demo that's free, and the game is planning for release July 28th, 13 days. I'm going to download and install that right now. Yeah, take that. Yeah. We back to Suit for Hire. All right, let's go on to the next article. Under a Rock. Are you living under a rock? Under a Rock looks like a DreamWorks movie turned into a survival crafting game. The author here from Vice says, I'm not sure who it is yet, but they're the type of person who doesn't need a game to have the most photorealistic graphics for them to make an immediate impact. The article is by Sean Sachecki. Under a Rock. The moment they laid eyes on Under a Rock, they already knew that they were going to love it. Pump this art style directly into their soul, please. They say Under a Rock. Over on Steam. It's on my wish list. Still says coming soon to early access, but it doesn't have a date that it's gonna. It's single player online co-op, LAN co-op. Dear God. All right. Haven't heard those are some words I haven't heard in a very, very long time. So yeah, the graphics are kind of what do you call it? Fortnite-ish. They say that they think that they're more excited about fast-paced combat and Under a Rock than the survival aspects. Not me. I like survival base building crafting games, and combat is kind of like a means to an end. Me, I just like having fun. I really want a deep tech tree and all I want to do is build stuff and still have enough interaction with co-op players and stuff like that. So we're getting to be we're going to be getting close up and personal with these creatures in Under a Rock. Combat looks more like Enshrouded or RuneScape Dragon Wilds than Ark. They're really incredibly thankful for that fact, as it looks quite fantastic. Wait, is that a giant enemy crab? They hope they can attack at the weak points for massive damage. Under a Rock gameplay video over at Vice.com can highlight what this thing is going to look like. It looks like it's going to be a blast. The graphics look both a combination of cartoonish and very, very real. But a lot of people are kind of worried about this game because all you see are cinematics, not in-game play. It seems not in-game play, but scripted type of gameplay. I want to see this thing actually being played. So they say, I can't see a game that looks this good and not know when I'll be able to dive in. Hopefully Gamescom or another festival will give us a closer look at what this is going to be all about. So yeah, I want this game. This could be my forever game. It depends on if there's like an end game to it, but I'm still waiting for Light No Fire. But that'll do it. So we are going to climb back under our rock over at WarCrafters, and I hope you come back and hang out with us and chat either on YouTube or on Twitch. And we'll be back because we've got 2 more shows, Technology Today and FourWheelTech. And maybe I'll be able to do Non Sequitur News tonight at 7 p.m. We'll see. My mayoral duties may prevent me, but we'll see. Okay, bye-bye, everybody.